Hello 2A, this is the answer to Common Test 2010 question 10. From the question, you will be able to find out that c plus d squared equals to 36, cd equals to 5, and c is greater than d, c and d are positive. These are the clues that we need to solve part A, part B, and part C. Okay, in part A, you need to find c squared plus d squared. How do you do that? You expand c plus d bracket square first. C plus d bracket square equals to c square plus d square plus 2cd. You need to find c square plus d square. In order to find c square plus d square, you need to find a way to remove 2cd from c plus d square. How do we do that? The question tells us that CD is equivalent to 5. So 2CD is equivalent to 10. 5 times 2. On the left hand side, c plus d squared is given as 36. This gives us a clue to what the answer will be. C squared plus d squared equals to 36 minus 10. That will give us 26, which is the answer. Okay, now let's look at part B. Okay, part B, we need to find c minus d squared. C minus d squared is equals to c squared plus d squared minus 2cd. C squared plus d squared is given in part A as 26. How do we find minus 2cd? The question tells us that cd is equivalent to 5. So 2cd will give us 10. So c minus d squared equals to 26 minus 10 equals to 16. So 16 is the answer for part B. Okay, let's move on now to part C, which is the last part of this question. Part C requires us to find c squared minus d squared. This should look familiar to most of you. C squared minus d squared. How do you factorize it? By now you should be able to tell me that c squared minus d squared equals to c plus d times c minus d. How do we find c plus d and c minus d? Let's look at the question and also part A and part B. Okay, the question tells us that c plus d bracket square equals to 36. In order to find c plus d, we need to square root both sides. The square root of c plus d square is c plus d. The square root of 36 is equivalent to plus minus square root of 36 equals to 6, plus minus 6. C plus D equals to 6 or minus 6. Look at the question again. Question tells us that C and D are both positive. Therefore, C plus D cannot be equivalent to minus 6. This means we can reject negative 6. Okay, Now that we have found C plus D, we need to find C minus D. In part B, we know that C minus D squared equals to 16. In order to find C minus D, we square root both sides like what we did just now. So we get C minus D is equals to plus minus square root 16 equals to plus minus 4. Again, let's look at the clues given to us in the question. In the question, it's stated that C is greater than D. This means that C minus D cannot be equal to negative 4. So we can reject negative 4. Okay, let's go back to C squared minus D squared. C squared minus D squared equals to C plus D times C minus D. C plus D equals to 6. C minus D equals to 4. This gives us 24.